This is how to ollie today. Yee! Before trying to learn how to ollie, you definitely want to make sure you're really comfortable just standing on your board and riding it as well. Now before we get into where to place your feet, let's figure out how the ollie works. So to do an ollie, bend down and then on the way back up, push the tail straight down into the ground as you jump up in the air. And then almost simultaneously, turn your foot on its side and then slide it up the grip tape towards the nose. This is going to cause the board to stick to the side of your foot and you're going to drag it up into the air with you. Then after that, all you have to do is put both feet on, land, and roll away. So the foot position, just like with any skate trick, varies from person to person. I like to put my front foot right behind the front bolts with my back foot pretty far up the tail. But I think when you're starting out, it's going to be easier to put your front foot more towards the center of the board because it kind of like makes you pop quicker. But you can do an ollie with your feet pretty much anywhere, so it's not that big of a deal. Now let's break the ollie down into learnable steps. With your feet in the ollie position, start bending your front knee and putting all of your weight on your back foot. And then do it over and over again until you're really comfortable doing the first part of the ollie. Something that really helped me when I was learning how to ollie is setting a timer for like 1, 2, or 3 minutes and just doing that until the timer goes off. Start with your back foot on the tail, putting all of your weight on your back foot, and then with your front foot, place it on the grip tape and then turn it on its side and slide it up towards the nose. And then get really comfortable at doing this. Also, FYI, grip tape is abrasive and it's going to wear a hole in your shoe. When that happens, you could just put some shoe glue over it. That's what a lot of people do. Now take the 2 previous steps and put them together. This is going to practice the timing between when your tail hits the ground and when you slide your front foot up for the ollie. Which you're going to want to practice this a lot because this is the hardest part of the ollie, is just getting that timing right. But once you get it, it's the best feeling in the world. And before we get into some common problems and some tips, once you get your ollies down like this, to get your ollies higher and leveled out, practice putting your front foot on the edge of the nose and extending it forward a little bit. This is going to get your foot used to nudging the nose forward to level out your ollie. With your skateboard in your hands, try to figure out how to ollie like this because it's going to give you a deeper understanding of how this trick works. Also, something random that helped me was taking the wheels and trucks off and trying it on some carpet. You can also do it on concrete. This is going to build confidence. Another version of this is getting some skater trainers, which is actually a little bit better because you still have the height of the board. So it's just like doing a regular ollie, but your board doesn't move at all. And then the last one before we get into common problems is filming yourself, because then you can look at it from a different angle and then really see it. It's like, okay, this is what's going on and this is what I need to do to fix it. Now the most common problem that people have is not getting the timing right, and to fix that, go back and practice the practice step timing. Another thing to remember, that an ollie is not a side kick, which a lot of people do. It's just like up with a little bit of forward. One problem that I definitely remember having is the board flying in front of me, which to fix that, you need to make sure you have 50% of your weight on your front foot and the other 50% on your back foot to stay centered and keep the board under you. Another thing that you could do is put your back foot closer to the back bolt to make the board kind of shoot backwards a little bit. I mean, that helped me. Lastly, you can leave a comment with the problems that you're having trying to ollie, and I will do my best to try to help you out.